Hi, in this video, I'll answer the question posed in the title. If I already have 11 kilograms of Mac laptops, why did I buy a 257-gram mini PC 2? I've been using MacBook Pro laptops since 2010, and I've always been really happy with Mac OS and the apps I use. But unfortunately, there are still many essential electronics applications that only run on Windows. Sometimes a Linux version is available, but that doesn't help me. When I had Intel-based Macs, I could run Windows in a virtual machine, and all those programs worked, even hardware-related ones. But now, my current MacBook Pro has an M2 chip, so it's ARM-based. It's fast, incredibly fast. And with Parallels, I can run Windows 11 for ARM, and some native binaries work surprisingly well. But hardware drivers usually don't work at all, and manufacturers rarely release them for ARM. For example, my favorite EPROM programmer doesn't work at all on this machine. So, to solve this issue, I bought a budget-friendly mini PC from Banggood. It's got an Intel CPU, runs standard Windows 11, and now all my electronic software works perfectly, even the tools that talk directly to the hardware. Let's take a closer look at this little machine. It's called the MBox 11. It has an Intel N150 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 512 gigabyte SSD. It runs on 12 volts DC and draws up to 2.5 amps. On the front, there's an orange power button, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. On the back, you've got the 12-volt power input using a 5.5 by 2.1 millimeter plug. Next to it, 2 USB 2.0 ports, 1 HDMI, 1 DisplayPort, an RJ45 Ethernet port, and a Kensington lock slot. Inside, it includes Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chips. Nice. In this video, I'll be using it with an XP Pen touch display, which lies flat on the desk, perfect for overhead filming. Now let's take a look at the boot process. And watch how it smoothly logs into Windows, ready to go in just a few seconds. Now let me show you how smoothly it reads. And verifies the microcontroller I placed into my MiniPro programmer. Now let's take a look at the short video featured on its own product page, right on Banggood's website. Time for something a bit more stylish. Let's watch a Columbo scene in VLC with Lissa Juice figures to match the technical mood. I actually took the mini PC apart before testing, and surprisingly, I couldn't see any fan inside, just the RAM module, the SSD drive, and a small coin battery for the real-time clock. So at first, I thought it was completely fanless, but then, just for fun, I blew a little air into its side, and suddenly, a tiny fan spun up with a loud whine, hidden between the bottom cover and the main board. So yes, there is a fan inside. It's just very quiet and doesn't always turn on. Under normal use, It's practically silent. I was taught that one measurement is no measurement. So I used 2 sound level meters to measure the ambient noise next to the mini PC while it was turned off. Then again, with it turned on and fully loaded, all CPU cores at 100%, using the CPU grab utility. At the same time, I also measured the current it was drawing. This is me. No, not in night vision, just using my thermal camera to warm up. But now let's point it at the mini PC and see how hot it gets in real use. Of course, just like with the noise level, I also measured the temperature using several devices. With one of the thermal cameras, I was even able to record a video showing the device warming up, but nothing extreme. The warmest area is the side where the air is being exhausted. This can also be seen clearly in the infrared photo taken with another device. And when measured with a fluke thermometer, I got the same temperature for the exhaust air. Naturally, we can also run a virtual machine on this device. Here, we're waking up a Windows XP system running under VMware. And that means we can launch even old 16-bit programs, like this WinBreadboard TTL simulator, or the Quartus 2 design software from Altera. Now I'll just show some screenshots from the 12 blocks graphical programming environment, the AVR microcontroller simulator, and finally the Xilinx ISE FPGA development suite. But normally I don't use a monitor at all. Instead, I connect from my MacBook using an app called Windows App over the network. That way, the mini PC's output shows up beautifully on my 4K Retina display. Here's what it looks like on the same MacBook I'm using to edit this video. Let's launch Chrome and play a YouTube video. You can actually hear the video sound coming through perfectly on the Mac. Using VMware, we can also run virtual machines. Even an Intel-based Windows XP. That means that we can run older, but still valuable software, like WinCouple, for creating GAL logic designs, and then for simulating them as well. And all of that while still using Mac OS X alongside. So, if you're looking for a compact and energy-efficient device for a home server or a media player, this one is a very good choice. You'll find the link below the video. Check out the latest offers. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, especially if you're into tech content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in one of my previous or upcoming videos. Bye.